Guys, welcome to class today. We have an incredible guest with us, Brett Farve, Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Farve, and huge supporter of Benedict Day School. We are so honored and so privileged to have him visiting with our eighth graders and making this eighth grade year a very special year. You know, life dealt us lemons with this whole situation with the COVID-19, and through the help of VR and the generous support of Labaki, donating these headsets, and of course, Brett being willing to come and visit with us, we're making lemonade, which I think is going to be a lot of fun today. Today's conversation is going to be centered around leadership and perseverance. You know, part of the mission of Benedict Day School is to create a dynamic learning environment. And what more dynamic way to have class than to be at your house in a VR headset as an avatar of yourself in the metaverse, visiting with some of our heroes, real life heroes. So, with that being said, I want you guys to join me in giving Brett Favre a big VR and Benedict Day School welcome with our Benedict Day School VR applause.
It's a first.
Kind of kick off with you just telling us a little bit about what you think this technology and virtual reality will do for learning and education as a whole. What do you think the impact of this technology, as you have been able to kind of play with it a little bit, what do you think this will do?
First of all, thanks for having me. And I think, well, I really don't know where this technology will take us. I do know it's endless and in a positive way. The fact that we're doing what we're doing right now, it wasn't that long ago, but in some respects, it was a long time ago when I was in eighth grade. Virtual reality was not a term, and we were the furthest thing from sitting in a moon base, getting virtual applause. Um, but I do think that it certainly makes learning more interesting, but equally, if not more, fun. That you're eager. You know, we've all, some more so than others, we've all played video games, and you like that. You enjoy it. Again, some more than others. But now translating that into an operation, for example, or what Adam showed me yesterday, and I can't, covalent bonds, um, which doesn't sound too interesting to me, but when I looked at what he uh, was doing with the classes, that looked interesting. You know, as a hands-on approach, as if you were actually there, and in some respects, you are there. So I think it's endless, and I think school can be boring, as we all know. Um, some classes may appeal to you more so than others, but the virtual aspect of it, I think, is a whole different animal. I mean, it's just, and again, in a positive way. That I have two grandsons you may or may not know, Parker and AJ, who are at BDS. They're quite a bit younger than you guys, and they are just, I mean, they've hit the jackpot with this. You know, they love it. Now, I can't remember being in the first through really 12th grade and being that overly, I never missed a day of school in 12 years, by the way. I say that braggingly, but also can't say that I was eager to go to school every day to learn. I know that had this technology been available, I would have been a lot more eager and probably would have gotten a lot more out of it. Now, my goal was always to play professional football, and I'm thankful that I got that opportunity. But I would have learned probably quite a bit more and maybe found an interest that otherwise I haven't found through this virtual reality.
What are some qualities that some young leaders lack?
I think the really good leaders listen to others and involve others. Uh, I think it's extremely important to make everyone feel very important and special. Doesn't mean you have to listen to their advice or take their advice and put it into action. But you include everyone. So in Adam's case, his students, his teachers, everyone knows that Adam is the head of the school and that he has a big job. But I think everyone knows that they could say hello to Adam and he's going to say hello back. Um, and I think that the simple qualities sometimes are the most important. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the most well spoken. I think being likable. I think gaining experience, which you'll only gain as you get older. Don't and I'll kind of jump around here. Don't be in too much of a hurry to be 30 years old or be 40 or be 21. When I was 15, I couldn't wait to be 18. I couldn't wait to go to college and move out. I've had enough of high school. I wanted to move on. And then the next thing you know, and it took forever to get out of high school. And then it took forever to be 21. I want to get out on my own. I want to, get my own car. And the next thing you know, you go, I kind of wish I was back in high school. Am I right, Adam? So, and being a kid, you will, and I call you kids, I'm 50 years old, but enjoy this time of your life. Know that a year from now, you'll be a year wiser than you are now, and 2 years from now. And I think that's the key is you're not going to know it all at this point in your life. And as you grow, you'll experience different things and you'll learn from that and be a better person.
I'm David, and what do you think makes up a good leader? Like, what qualities do you think makes a good leader?
Well, David, I kind of touched on it a little bit. I think, and I'll use football because really that's all I know as my example. The best, greatest head coach that I played 20 years, so I played for, I think, 7 or 8 different head coaches, so a lot. And that's just in professional football. But the greatest head coach that I played for was a guy named Mike Holmgren, who actually came from San Francisco, had been a very successful coach, had coached as a quarterback coach, had coached the greatest that played, Joe Montana and a guy named Steve Young. And then he became his first time to become a head coach was in Green Bay. And I just think about the qualities that he had. Now, he was very tough, demanded excellence and perfection from everyone. But he was also very fair, that he expected you to do all you could to better yourself.
My name's Eli Childs, and so what can you tell us or tell other people to help them achieve their goals?
First thing you have to do is have goals. What is it you want to do? What is it you want to achieve? What do you aspire to be? So when you figure that out, then what is it you're going to do to become that person, achieve that milestone that you have set? Set those goals and do not be denied. You think you've worked hard enough, work a little bit more. You think you studied enough, study a little bit more.
I just wanted to say on behalf of BDS a huge, huge thank you to you, Brett, our favorite Hall of Fame quarterback. We all want to, if you'll join me in giving him a big VR round of applause, guys.